Hey, it's you and me.
Let's go!
The door to the cellar swung shut. You had fallen to the floor at some point, unable to bear the stench of blood. The maid stood behind you, her arms wrapped around your shoulders. The maid's voice was chillingly gentle. That was quite horrific, wasn't it?
Oh, we left the dorm.
Ah. Oh. Ah. Yes, I get it.
Oh my gosh. Did Avi survive? I don't think so. I think the beast killed everyone.
Either they killed each other, they all killed each I just want to say they all killed each other. Are you feeling unwell, Master? Oh my, you're shaking, Master. Fear not, I assure you, the beast will not come through that door. I am here for you, and I will continue to hold you for as long as you need to settle your nerves.
Okay, so I think there is a narrator every time we're outside the doors that is different. But then every time we go back in the doors, it's usually the maid.
Yes.
And sometimes switches between whoever's story we're hearing it from.
The maid, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear. You feel like you might freeze in my arms? Am I really that cold? I cannot tell my own temperature. You wish to know what happened to Beastia after that? I could open the door once more and show you. But I have no intention of knowingly tossing you back into the den of horrors. I want to know.
It sounds like he just keeps killing until who knows what.
Until he just dies, I guess.
Yeah.
He lost the rest of his humanity, becoming wholly beast. But, to tell you just a little more of the tale, it is my understanding that an entire village was ravaged shortly thereafter. He was a bewitchingly talented swordsman. Not a single person living in that village could stand up to him. In that woman's memories you saw, he was a gentleman, yes? But even the mildest of men can change. Though, personally, I believe that without an element of monstrousness buried somewhere within, a man cannot become a beast, regardless of what may push him in that direction. Do you follow? Now tell me, Master, have you remembered anything? Oh dear, I was afraid of that. I am a remarkably patient maid. I shall accompany you for as long as you require. So do please find your memories. Now, let us head to the next door. The mansion is quite large, so hold on to my hand. We would not want to get separated.
My heart. You and the maid.
Sorry, I was gonna say, I think Pauline's death might hurt a little bit more than, just...
I feel like as we go through the doors, it's just gonna get more and more painful.
Yeah.
Is what I'm thinking. Because, yeah, Pauline's death was a little harder.
Because it was an actual death, Mel couldn't take the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Slapped her.
Slapped that Nelly around.
No, he slapped Elle by accident. But...
Oh, yeah.
Get away from me, you cretin.
Yeah.
Beggar.
You and the maid traveled down the dimly lit hall, passing by the mirror once again. The light from the candle in the maid's hand was the only thing that reflected in it. The maid herself did not appear. However, just as you were about to avert your eyes, you thought you caught a glimpse of white hair.
Again with the capital U's. You're just that important.
You heard... Well, I guess it's because you is our name technically right now.
I guess.
You heard a voice echo in the darkness. And when you turned to face the mirror again, the glass was the color of obsidian, as if it had been painted over. The voice seemed to be coming from far beyond the mirror. The maid did not turn back, evidently, having not heard anything. You.
Wow! Our second thing!
Aw, now I'm scared that this is actually gonna, like, be a choice that matters.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it's leading into the next story. Are you afraid? Do you avert? Or do you stand tall and extend?
I want to extend. What
Let's
do you
extend.
think? Okay. Extend your hand. You extended your hand towards the darkness overrunning the mirror. The second your hand brushed against the surface, the tips of your fingers sunk into it. And the next thing you realized, your whole world was sinking into darkness. You could hear a voice. Did we just choose our own door? Without the maid? I am. The witch.
Hello? Is the witch the master? Wait, do we not have her? Wait, where's Abby? Abigail? Hello, maid? Please, help? Giselle? Who wants to be Giselle?
I don't know what she looks like. It's hard to make her voice without knowing. Wait, do we want to go back? Do we want to see what the other option is?
Yeah, let's see what the other option is.
Okay.
Oh, no. Go back and load. Go back and load. Don't make my same mistake. Down. Whew. Load. No. Return to game.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I was not thinking. My brain.
Yeah. Yeah. Avert.
You averted your eyes. Up ahead, the maid's candle flickered faintly. You found the dim orange more comforting than the all-consuming darkness. They're two different... No!
Oh! That's interesting. Is that endgame if we do the mirror? Do you want me to look it up and not tell you the spoiler?
Not really. I kind of want to do both.
Obviously, it's gonna lead to different entire stories.
No.
Unless the window is really short and it's just a death and... Mel. I'm panicking.
Now I'm wondering if the first question of dots and nothing mean anything.
Of whether we'll remember or not.
I don't know, man. It might have changed the story because it looks like we're in a different door. Wait, hold on. Let's see where the maid leads us first. And so, you followed the maid's lead, returning to the living room. From there, you climbed a set of stairs, your hand sliding through the dust that had settled on the ebony railing. Standing at one end of the long corridor, you asked the maid,
When was the mansion built? I would imagine you know more about that than me, Master. Yes, I know. You have not yet regained your own memories. Oh, I was simply teasing you. I have been a servant for this house for many, many years, but the truth is, I do not know everything about it. All I know is that the mansion is cursed, and that it has brought misfortune upon its residents. Since times of old. I can make a conjecture as to when it began, but I believe you should figure it out yourself, Master. There is no guarantee my perspective is the correct one. So, okay, this is going to be more reading. Do we want to just skip and see what door she brings us to? Or do we want to...
Sure.
No. Because when we went into the mirror, it didn't say door 3 or anything. It's not a door.
You don't think?
No, it's not a door. It's literally a mirror. Stop going forward.
Okay,
We gotta decide.
Sorry.
Like, I'm scared. I don't know. Which path do we want to stick with? Or hear me out. We keep reading this until she takes us to the next door and we see who we're dealing with next. And from there, we decide whether we want to see Giselle or the next door. Or already go with Giselle because she's right there. But it's just her and us. The maid isn't there, I don't think. Or she's standing behind us with the candle.
I feel like we should do the Giselle door.
Okay.
Or the mirror.
Okay. Well, we've done an oopsie. Basically, I think this is an oopsie. I mean, we're gonna go with it, but it's an oopsie.
I think so.
Wait, Giselle said a thing, didn't she?
Mm-hmm. But we're just appearing in the door then.
Oh, here we go.
Or the mirror.
So who wants to be the famed Giselle? She is the witch. Giselle is the witch? Unless, no, the
Or
witch
we're
said
the
that
witch.
she's the witch, and now we're just meaning Giselle. We've made a horrible mistake.
Maybe we shouldn't go in the mirror. But I was feeling very, like...
Adventurous?
Yes.
Well, we might die, so yay, let's go.
I don't know. If there's guys, you're better at guy voices than me, because I don't have that low of a voice.
Okie dokie
But...
pokey. I know, you should try playing with your range in terms of cute and saucy, I guess, first, to try to...
I'll give her different voices until we see her.
No, I'm saying, when you're playing girls,
Oh,
play with
yeah.
your range.
They all ended up being kind of similarly the same.
Because, you could do what I do, to try to get the higher, so, master, right?
It's getting foggy.
Ooh, that's cute. But what if she's like an old woman?
See, that's the thing. That's why it's like, so then they always like have text before we see them, and then it's like, well, what kind of voice should I give them? And then the thing is, Nelly I gave a kind of like bratty kind of voice, so I kind of went with it for the rest of the time. Sweet but bratty.
Yeah, but you saw her right away.
Yeah.
We were given their faces.
Yeah. Oh.
So I say just read however you want right now until we see her, then you can decide how she wants to sound.
Okay.
Unless we never see her, then more power to you.
It's getting foggy. Looks like it might rain. Maybe we should take a little break. You want to keep going? Oh, alright then. This deep in the forest? Thank you very much. You must be tired after such a long journey. This is the mansion I'm looking for, yes? He could have said something. Oh well. I should get going, I guess. Does no one live here? But if that's the case, then why was I... Such a big door. Please open. It's not locked, I guess.
I have a theory.
Mm-hmm.
That we're in on this alone, but then the maid is gonna come and reach us and take us out and be like, oh, you went on an adventure? Oh, okay, let's go.
Maybe. I wonder if the window's open. Darn, not a hint of light. Hello? Is anyone there? Please don't tell me I'm actually abandoned. I suppose I can't know without looking around a bit more. What do we have here? Drapes? I see a little light beyond. It's so pretty.
I'm glad we went through here.
It looks like an angel.
It makes sense. Oh my.
Why would someone cover this up? It's beautiful. With a little more light, it'd be...
Please do not touch the drapes. Or the windows. Oh, so it's not Mel.
I'm sorry for coming in uninvited. But, I did announce myself. Is this, your mansion?
It is.
Thank goodness. I was afraid it was deserted.
I suspect You would have preferred it if the house were abandoned.
Oh, not at all. I would have been scared to death staying in this dark mansion all by myself. I'm sorry. No ill will intended.
The witch was hiding in the mirror. She pulled us in. Anyway.
But I do think it could do with some light. That way, you could see where you were walking. And I'm sure this room would look splendid illuminated.
Not necessary. I make do perfectly well as things are.
How can you see when it's so dark?
I have an abundance of candles and oil for lamps.
So saucy.
Should I change him?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Just look, I am shocked he's not Mel.
Mm-hmm.
I believed.
I believed.
I am not in want of means of creating light. It is not your place to criticize my lifestyle. If you need light, you are free to leave. If you are in need of money, help yourself to some of the furniture. There's a village not far from here. Trade it for food, then make your way to a larger town.
That's where the maid gets all her lines. I am no longer able to freely return to the city.
Is this us? Mirror?
I think so.
Maybe we're retaining some memories.
I cannot go back there. Please, don't chase me out.
I see. And do you ask this of me aware of how people refer to this mansion?
They say that a witch lives here.
Not merely a witch.
A cursed witch.
If you remain here, you too shall likely suffer your own destruction.
You're worried for my well-being? Witch or not, my mind is made up.
Which will strike you first, I wonder, regret or the curse?
You seem to be doing just fine. It's only a tale.
The witch is real, very much so. It is not a legend, nor a fairy tale. The witch.
The witch's name was Morgana.
Will I be? Is me.
So we're the witch.
Was that? Who's talking? Us?
I don't know.
Is it us? I think it's us.
I think so.
J.O.D. back at it again. Anyway.
I think I was his voice originally at the very beginning.
Sure.
I don't remember what voice I had for him.
Go for it.
What was that? Giselle?
Oh my. What's the matter, Master? Why are you just standing in place? There is nothing there.
The maid did not seem to have seen anything. You made to ask her about the scene you had just witnessed.
Excuse me? Master, you look like you've just seen a ghost. What is the matter? How about a little rest before we move on? You do not wish to remain here? Still not fond of mirrors? Yes, yes. Now let us be off. I too dearly wish for you to return to your old self as soon as possible, Master. If your desire is to push onward, then I could hardly be happier. Now, follow me.
You followed the maid's lead, returning to the living room. From there, you climbed a set of stairs, your hand sliding through the dust that had settled on the ebony railing. Oh, we went through this again. Okay, so yeah, we're back to where we were going.
Cool. So it was a good thing we went through the mirror.
Unless it changes the ending, then yeah.
But this through, we will see.
But we gained more information than we would have, so
I
yes.
like information, I want to know.
When you stepped out of sight of the mirror, the maid returned to normal. You had been on the verge of remembering some. Should we just skip since we read this?
I mean, if you want to go back to get the audio from it, sure. Do you remember where we left off, where you started going forward?
No. I'll just read it all. You had been on the verge of remembering something, but you were no longer in a position to be concerned about such things. Intensified. It's also slightly different. It's slightly different. For the chill in the air within the mansion seemed to have intensified. Standing at one end of the long corridor, you asked the maid,
When was the mansion built? I would imagine you know more about that than me, Master. Yes, I know. You have not yet regained your memories. I was simply teasing you. I have been a servant for this house for many, many years, but the truth is, I do not know everything about it. All I know is that the mansion is cursed, and that it has brought misfortune upon its residents. Since times of old. I can make a conjecture as to when it began, but I believe you should figure it out yourself, Master. There is no guarantee my perspective is the correct one. Now let us proceed.
You and the maid have traveled down the dimly lit corridor. While the layout of the house was the same as in the eras of the flaxen-haired boy and the beast, the bleak, colorless gloom felt incredibly dreary. On the wall, partway down the hall, hung a painting. The painting, which depicted a beautiful landscape, was oddly entrancing, but you did not have the time to appreciate the artwork. Your hand in the maid's, you passed by the painting. Before long, a door came into sight at the end of the hall.
It is my...
Oh. I'm sorry.
I don't know if I should. Time out. Okay.
Time out. Okay, start. Red light, green light. The light from the castle in the maid's hand.
Candle. Sorry, I was waiting for too long.
She was holding a whole castle in her hand.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's a snow globe. All that has brought misfortune upon it resides.
And that it has brought misfortune. Wait, what did you read?
Did it not make sense? Should I do it again?
Yeah, you made like your whole own sentence.
Oh, residence.
Yeah.
Resides. Okay. Sometimes of old. Since times of old.
Are you okay?
I'm not okay.
I see a little girl is what I was going to say for some reason.
Oh no. Little girls draped across your windows? I don't want that.